Hello and welcome. This is Richard Golson, and we're today looking at Lab 24 using vSphere Lifecycle Manager, part of the vSphere 7.0 Install, Configure, Manage course. And vSphere Lifecycle Manager is a pretty important tool. This is actually part of a couple different tools that VMware has made available for keeping our vCenter server and ESXi hosts up to date and integrated with their other VMware and third-party solutions. So we're going to take a look at Lifecycle Manager and new features available within that, and specifically looking at cluster level management of ESXi hosts. There are other tools including vCenter Server Update Planner, which we will not be going through in this lab. Make sure you check out VMware's own documentation as well as any other texts and so forth. So let's go ahead and get started. So with Lab 24, there's an initial setup for the lab. And so the lab preparation is going to entail a couple things. And I've already accomplished those. So one of the first things we're going to do for lab preparation is creating a vMotion network on both ESXi hosts. And you can see the configuration settings. And if we take a look over here, we can see that I've already configured that. So here we have the ESXi host 1. And we can see that we have a standard switch with a vMotion network on it. And you can see here that there is the VM kernel adapter at the IP address 51, and we use VMNIC2. If we take a look at ESXi2, we'll see that we've configured it similarly. We'll go ahead and expose that right here, and you can see that there is that vMotion network. And this one, the VM kernel port is at .52, so it's on the 172.20.12.52 network, but it's also using VMNIC2. Also, since we'll be testing these, the update, the Lifecycle Manager on the host cluster, we also prepared these two virtual machines, Linux 1 and Linux 2. And we prepared them by migrating their storage to a shared data store. In this case, the data store that we migrated this to is the iSCSI Lund 0 data store, thin provisioned, and you can see we did the same thing over here with this one. So those have both been migrated. So that's the second major task within this section. And then if we take a look here, we'll see that we also need to download 3 zip files from the iSCSI Lund 0 data store. And so navigating over to that, we can see within the class files directory, there are 3 files that we'll download and we'll use with the Lifecycle Manager. And the first one is the sample add-on components.zip file. It's not very big. The second one is this VMware ESXi VIB right here. That one's about the same size, and the last one is a very large image, and this is the ESXi 7.0b, and this is a very half a gig image right here. So we need to go ahead and download all those. So I took care of that already. And you can see in this directory here that I've downloaded the 3 zip files and placed them in the documents folder. And I'll be uploading those shortly. I went ahead and decompressed one of those. And that's this one right here. Just so I can show you that within that you'll see several files, including a couple XML files, which are basically manifest lists saying what some information about what's contained in this zip file. So in any case, that's it for this section. When you're done and you've downloaded all these, we can move into the next section working with Lifecycle Manager. I'll see you then.